I'm Daniel. I'm 29 years old. After being clinically diagnosed with severe anxiety and depression due to workplace bullying and harassment, I then got in touch with Nick. So I went through a series of different changes with medication, which really is only just a band-aid fix now, I see. But probably the most alarming bit was it was probably the third or fourth attempt of suicidal self-harm. The hospital actually started to take me seriously and go, oh, wow, this guy actually does need some help, like some proper help. So I originally found Nick. Nick and Dan Ed from Trademutt. They came up to a gymkhana at Camberwell, northwest Mount Isa, where they had a gymkhana and they were doing a mental health talk. They came out there, and what probably, I suppose, resonated with me the most was when Nick came and did his speech in front of the crowd, and his first question was, who here has mental health? And I remember raising my hand, because I was struggling myself, and I was like, I've got mental health. And then he goes, well, actually everyone's hand should be up because we've all got mental health, like nutritional and physical health. So that's how I got in contact with Nick. The difference was, I suppose, just a different approach. Their first session was a debrief of everything, what was going on in life, what had been happening, which then with his training, it rose a lot of red flags for him, and I've never heard of that before with Nick. Like a lot of red flags, that's negative thinking, or different thought patterns and things like that. I suppose it was just things I've never been told before, I suppose, and it just brought this whole new light. It was like, oh wow, maybe instead of being told, you'll be right, it's just a little rough patch, it's like, all right, well, here's some areas we need to work on to move forward to get you out of this space and start building up. I suppose with Nick, when we first started with him, was pretty much we stripped it all down, to bare bottom, and then we built from the bottom up, with the thought patterns and the beliefs. I had some pretty rigid thinking, which left to have been pretty destructive, I suppose. And if things didn't go my way, I'd fall down or fall on my face. So I suppose now I'm a lot more content, a lot more present, and probably the biggest one for me is I'm a lot more flexible, kind of going with the flow, not letting these little hiccups that so-called life throw our way, let that kind of bring me down and really hit hard. And I think that's, for me, just changing those thought patterns and beliefs. For me, being pretty pedantic with my skills, everything had to be perfect, and if something wasn't perfect, I'd stay back and keep working at that until I got it perfect. When now it's like, well, not everyone's perfect, so for me, probably more so learning to be flexible, kind of going with the flow, knowing that we can't have full control over everything. Being that bamboo tree instead of the oak tree. Especially this last 12 months, I've had a lot thrown at me, and where in the past I would have fell, flat on my face and would have been in that downward spiral into that dark world again. I've just pulled through with these, with the training and the tools that Nick's given me, and been able to come through them. definitely would recommend Nick, and have recommended to people that are struggling with certain challenges and issues in their life. I suppose I'm living proof of, working with Nick, where you can come from and go to, with the right tools and the training behind you, get yourself in that right mindset to move forward in life.